What's up, everyone? Drew, aka Catching Rockets here. I hope y'all had a good day. We were close, not as close as I would like to be. Where's our open? Right here. We were looking for a retest of this range and said we were going to have a trend day. If you have a small account, the plan was to close here. If you have a bigger account, the plan was to close here. It kept going and going and going and going. I mentioned, I think, like, when we get to about this point, ABBV would be right around this point, which I think it kind of was. And this is the area we were looking for short, right? For people in Keenan's, I didn't catch quite the top, but I said right around here, this is where you want to be short for tomorrow. I think they got a little bounce after hours. Yeah, we're up here. Not sweating it. This is probably just going to absolutely dump. I wouldn't be surprised to see a gap down overnight. And we'll just see what happens, you know. Yeah. Anyway, call out was right about here. I didn't get the top. Called out right about here somewhere. I don't know exactly, but we'll just say here. I don't want to claim that I called the absolute top of this retracement, but we were close. We were very, very close. With that said, I hope everybody had a good day today. Pretty simple. We said second trend day in a row. That doesn't happen very often. So, like, that is a huge, you know, to even suggest that there's going to be a second trend day in a row is pretty, like, you're putting yourself out there. Like, if you're calling out stuff publicly and you're saying 2 trend days up in a row, you're really, like, flirting with being completely wrong. Just say, you know. I have a really small can here. It's water. But yeah, we're doing good. It's almost empty. I need another one. Let's start charting stuff up. And then again, notice I talked about this yesterday, but I didn't call out any areas for puts. I mean, I saw this live and I would have been in puts up here, but I didn't have a level up there, you'll notice, and it just looked like they just wanted to run it all day, you know. That's awesome, TS. Yes, water. It's water if you're in Chicago. All right, let's fix this noise. That's why I don't like to combined. I can almost English, guys. We're good. I don't like to combine levels. I will say, just for the record, I trade way better when I'm drunk. Not that I'm drunk right now. And I'm also way better at spotting levels when I'm drunk. And I'm not drunk right now. But if I were, this will probably be one of my best YouTube videos ever. So we're good. We got to delete our weekly sig levels. I mean, our daily sig levels, sorry. That was not a weekly, right? Okay, no. Right now, I'm so confused. Oh, there's our weekly first. Okay. I feel like I have to address something. The ribs were amazing. I didn't eat them, but I ate tacos. I'm going to tell you guys this, right? So sure my wife's not in the room. If you're a young man, right, just learn how to cook, right? Learn how to trade, learn how to cook. You cook a woman a good meal, you're set. It's done. It's done. You're good. You're good. Yeah. Just, yeah. And if you need help, I'll teach you. if you need if you need help, I can't even word right now. If you need help, like learning how to smoke some ribs or a brisket or cook a perfect steak. So I'll put it to you this way. My 10-year-old, you ask him for a medium rare steak, that motherfucker is medium rare. You want an over easy egg, that egg is over easy. So just learn that skill and you're good. Like you go on a date, you know, the first, you don't want to bring a woman home for the first night because like she'll be kind of weirded out that you're gonna like abduct her or something, sell her into what's it called, I can't think, whatever, you guys know what I mean, where people like steal people and then like sell them, slavery basically, but like there's a new word for it today. Yeah, so you take them somewhere safe the first date, right, where there's people and they feel comfortable, and then the second date you bring them home and you cook them a meal and you're golden, dude. Once, if you just know how to make like a meal, and it doesn't have to be complicated, like there's some key things. You learn how to make a sauce, right? And the easiest sauce is chimichurri. Make a chimichurri sauce and it's literally like nothing. You're putting some olive oil, some garlic, parsley, possibly cilantro, depending on what your flavor is, salt and pepper, and I know there's more. Oh, like paprika, and you blend that shit up, and then you put it over a steak. You just have to cook the steak properly, but that's not hard. You're good. Like for life, you're good. Everything, anything that you want, she's gonna love you. That's it. All right, let's be serious here, guys. Stop. I don't know why you guys make me talk about this stuff. Like, I'm just here trying to look at charts. All right. And I will say, yesterday I complained about not enough new subscribers. Yesterday we got enough new subscribers. We need a lot of new subscribers. Like, it's my birthday month. We have an entire, like, what? How many days left of June? I'm going to do math right now. We have 27 days left of June. We need to get to 7,000 subscribers. So that's like 700 people. You guys need to step it the fuck up. That's it. Otherwise, I'm going to delete my YouTube channel. I'm going to stop teaching you guys. And, dude, cooking is good, Big P. If you cook properly, you're good. I'll put it to you this way, Big P. Last night, I smoked some pork ribs, and I made homemade apricot barbecue sauce. You're done. Unresistible. I don't care who you are. I'll ditty you. That's it. Done. Make sure you guys, whatever, capture that. I need memes of me saying I'll ditty you with the actual words coming out of my mouth. So no SIGs today, right? We are in a whole new territory. We are still, actually, we broke out finally, right? We talked about this yesterday. We've been stuck in the same range for like 5 days. We needed a big move, right? Which we talked about. We also said we're probably going to be trending up, which we talked about, right? And now we've finally broken out of this weekly range that we've been stuck in for way too long, to the upside. We'll look at the big picture in a second, but right now let's look at TPO. Let's turn this off. If you guys only knew, like, oh my God, when I trade live and I've had like enough beer to make me, like a little on the happy side, dude, I'm just undefeatable. The key to me, like winning in trading, is to just be drunk and trade. But then, like, I'm gonna get liver cirrhosis and die. So I don't know. Like, I gotta find the win-win between, like, trading and drunk and liver cirrhosis. I can't even find what I'm looking for. Okay, single prints. Thank you. We don't have a spike. We have single prints up here at the top. And hopefully I didn't trigger anybody's feelings by saying liver cirrhosis. Horrible way to die. You do not want that. And if anybody's been through that with their family, I'm truly sorry. I'm not trying to be disrespectful or I forget what word I was looking for, but you guys know what I mean. Let's zoom out. Look at the big picture. Woo, we are breaking out. Bullish candle on the daily. Pretty substantial volume. We are not over like the 9-day average from volume, but we are up. I didn't talk about this. Where are we? Let me see. Shorty. Well, a couple of things. I'll share this one. Shorty bought 2,000 shares of Kraft. Okay. And we also I'm not going to find it because stuff. I'm kind of lazy right now. Shorty took July puts on SPY. Where is it? Whatever. It doesn't matter. He took July puts on SPY. Now I'm like kind of determined to find it, which is just stupid, but we're going to find it. Oh, here we go. 580s, 585, 590s for July. We'll see how it gaps up tomorrow. Weird. I think we're gonna have a selling day tomorrow, but that's me. This is. They might want a little bit higher, like 598.50ish, and then reject down. But yeah, I think, we should talk about ABBV as well. This we talked about yesterday. We were looking for this zone to enter short. We would have loved them dipping below, retracing, and then getting in short. But if we didn't get puts before the close, we would miss the sell-off, right? So we had to just kind of like... we had to take our chances that they're going to be happy with price down here, which I think they will. And by down here, I mean down here. So, yeah. Let's look at news for tomorrow. I don't think I mentioned Shorty's going to be live 9 p.m. Eastern tonight. Don't miss it. All right. So before the open, we have non-farm employment change. What did our jolts do? So they came in positive, right? Which is bullish, which is why we ripped. We talked about this yesterday, right? Jolts will give us a big move. They came in above what they were projecting. And as a result, we just ripped up all day long, right? 15 minutes after the open, we have the BOC rate statement, overnight rates. 30 minutes after the open, ISM Services PMI, BOC press conference. So the first 30 minutes are going to be extremely volatile, okay? Let's see what futures are doing. Kind of flat. I think the majority of Shorty's Discord was short right around here on ES. A little bit below the top, but close to the top. And up like roughly 5 points right now. Everybody's still short. We're anticipating this selling off, right, overnight, which makes things interesting for tomorrow. This zone here, I would love to see dip below, retest, short. Okay. So I think we're going to have a selling day, or we're going to gap down. Retest here anywhere in this range. Weekly second sig, weekly third sig, slap puts, close December value area low, single prints. And I would just chill there, sit on your hands, right? If something wild happens overnight, I'll try to be live and kind of call it out in Keenan's Discord, in calls and puts chat. The plan tomorrow is to be live for Shorty's Discord. Maybe I'll just go live on YouTube. I don't know. It's been a while. Yeah. But I wouldn't expect a trend day down. Okay. So we'll probably get selling from this area down to here. We might get a bounce back up, but once we get here, I would just sit on your hands, call it a day. Hopefully you're done trading by this point, unless we get some major gap down, but I don't know. We'll have to see what happens. If you guys have questions, now is the time. And then just to be clear, 40 minutes from now, Shorty's going to be live. Don't miss it. He'll be going over futures for tomorrow. There's some questions, it looks like. Let's see. My dude Banner One, he's getting his tacos, man. He used to be a chef, or is a chef. You never used to be a chef. You're always a chef, right? I used to be a chef, but I'm still a chef, just not like for other people, just for my family. Yeah. You're saying your wife hates it, but she loves it, bro. Yeah. Learn how to. I mean, seriously. Let me see. You guys, we got to get down with this, okay? Okay, look. Chimichurri. Okay? It's the easiest thing in the world. Oh, I forgot vinegar. Whatever. It's, things. Freaking, you don't need a mortar and pestle. Get a blender. Dude, chill. Olive oil, white wine vinegar, a clove of garlic, sea salt, oregano, red pepper flakes. I don't think I've ever used red pepper flakes, but cool, whatever. Like there's variations of every recipe. Smoked paprika, stuff is fire. Some finely chopped fresh flat leaf parsley. Get organic, because you don't want your girl to like die from whatever weirdness. And you're just taking the leaves. Don't throw the stems in there. That's gross. It's kind of like smoking weed with like seeds and stems. Like, no, you're good. All right. So just get the leaves. You throw that crap into a blender, turn it on, and depending on you. So like some people like their chimichurri like kind of coarse. So like you can see this one's blended pretty fine. I prefer to have like more leaves in there. So like I put everything in the blender, blend it up, and then I throw the parsley in at the end, and you just pulse that crap like a couple of times, so it's more coarse. So you have more of the leaves. You put that on anything like salmon, whitefish. Just so you know, whitefish has all kinds of worms in it. If you don't know that, like look into it. But if you don't know, if you're eating whitefish, you're eating worms. Just heads up. You drizzle that on top of some steak, whatever, a ribeye, on salmon. And if you need help cooking the salmon, I got you. If you need help cooking your whitefish with your worms, I got you. On top of a steak, like you're good. You throw it on anything, pff, the girl's gonna think like you went to culinary school for 15 years, and it's the most simple recipe ever. And it's amazing. Here, I'll just throw this in the chat, but like you guys can Google it. Like it's not hard. You're good. And then like you just roast some potatoes, like bake a potato. I don't know. That's easy too, right? You poke holes in it, put your oven on 350, sprinkle some sea salt over the top, throw it in the oven. Good. And then you can just get like a salad kit from whatever store you go to. You're done, dude. Like, I'm just going to think you're the boss. Simplest crap ever. Yeah, learn your basic sauces. Pesto? Homemade pesto? Get out of here. So easy. Cilantro and lime, put that in my beer, put it on your food, whatever, you're good. Yeah, got you guys covered. Anyway, back to the questions. Sam. Today I wanted calls when it retested above 582.65. Nice. And I did indeed take profits when it was up a good amount. Of course it was a paper trade. Sam, stop paper trading. I don't know how else to say this. Like, paper trading is absolutely worthless. Like, I'm glad that like you took a trade that was a winner, right? But you're better off getting like a prop account, a English. You're better off getting a prop firm account where you're paying like a minimal fee, like $20, $30, whatever. At least emotionally, you feel like you're trading with real money. Well, you are. But it's not as much as you would be trading with if you're trading with your own account, right? But at least the emotions are there that you're trading with real actual money, and that will help you exponentially in learning how to trade, whereas paper trading will not help you learn how to trade. For people that doesn't make sense for, paper trading is good for one thing and one thing only. So like me as a trader, right? I can trade. I can make money trading. If I switch to a new trading platform, I'm not going to be familiar with how to use that platform. So my first trade or two, I might do paper trades just to figure out like how to enter the trades, how to exit trades, how to cut quickly if things are going against me, how to place my stop losses, how to place my take profits. I'm learning the software. I'm not learning how to trade. Once I've learned the software, then I trade with real money. Trading on a paper account removes the hardest part of trading, which is the emotional aspect. And without the emotional aspect, you're just not learning anything about trading. You're learning how to use a trading platform, and that's it. Okay? Absolutely, Triple D. We are diddying the stock market. Sam, what does it mean when I say cut calls at 59? 594.61? That means you close your calls. Like, that's the area where I expect that they might reverse. Did I chart on a 5-minute booker? Okay, we're going to fix this. I don't think it's going to change much of anything. You guys are drunk. You shouldn't be allowed to chart when you're drunk. Okay, my value area high was a little off. Told you guys it wouldn't change anything. The levels are still the same. You didn't believe me. See, and my TPO, is that a poor high? It's not a poor high. See, I told you, single prints, it's all the same. Nothing changed. Whatever. Screw you. Not joking. I'm not gonna believe Big P. He's saying cooking is no good in 2025. You are not cooking right, my brother. You smoke some ribs, smoke a brisket, it's done. Done, done, done. I'm still alive. It's 2025. I'm still cooking in 2025. It's done. Done. You get all the tacos you want. All right, let's see. Whoa. Things are lively today in the chat. I appreciate you guys. Seriously, much love. Okay. Sam, okay, so you're saying, I don't remember the level. It doesn't matter. But let's say I said cut calls, whatever, somewhere around here, roughly. I don't care. Okay. What you have to understand is if you got in where we said to get in and you played it up to here, you made a lot of money, right? And a lot of people, they look and they go, gosh, if I held it till here, I would have made another $200. But what if on this day we did this, you wouldn't have... Dude, fuck you, TradingView. You wouldn't have made another $200. You would have lost money. With options, the second a trade starts going the other direction, the value decreases so quickly that you want to sell into strength, not into... You don't want to sell when whatever your trade is. Like if you're in calls and it starts reversing and going down, that's not when you want to sell. If you're in puts and it starts bouncing and going back up, that's not when you want to sell. You want to sell when it's still going up when you're in calls, and when you're in puts and it's still going down is when you want to sell. Not after it starts reversing. The value decreases so quickly that is not how you trade. So I sell into strength and I don't look back, right? If I sold here, you will never, ever, ever see me say, oh my God, if I held for 20 minutes longer, I would have made $200 more. I don't give a fuck. Because you have to sell into strength. You're not leaving money on the table. It is impossible to not leave money on the table. You're like in your trading career, like occasionally you might sell at exactly the top, or you might close your puts at exactly the bottom, like a few times, 5, 6 times, whatever. But you're not going to do it consistently day after day after day. You sell at your key levels, and when you sell, you're done. Like you don't look back. You don't look at the chart and go, oh my God, if I held a little bit longer, blah, 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 blah. No, I don't give a fuck. It doesn't matter. You're always going to be leaving money on the table, or you're going to be losing money. It's either or, right? You're either going to leave money on the table, or you're going to hold for too long and you're going to lose money because you're being greedy and wanting more. You open your trades at key levels, you close your trades at key levels, and nothing in between. You don't worry about what happens after you close your trade. Okay? Hopefully that makes sense to everybody. And just don't chart on 5 minutes. Daily levels on 30 minutes, weekly levels 65 minutes, monthly levels on 4 hour, yearly levels on 1 day. Don't chart on 5 minutes. Don't do what I do. Do what you're supposed to do. It's kind of like the whole, like when your parents tell you to do something and they do the opposite, like do what they say, not what they do. Same thing with charting. Do what I say, not what I do. Okay. All right. I'm trying to read through chat. You guys are wild today. So Sam, what you got to do is switch to futures, and then you just place your stop loss, take profit, entry, and you close your trading platform and you go to bed or whatever, walk away. Go cook for your woman, something. I don't know. TS, I don't agree with what you're saying. You're saying to keep editing your order further in profit until it stops you out. No, you find your entry, you find your stop loss, you find your take profit, and you trade those levels. Because the issue with, so like, let me just kind of show you guys. If I say entry here, right? Take profit, whatever here, it doesn't matter. Stop loss here. And then price does this. And then does this. And while it's doing that, I move my stop loss up, right? And then from here, it does this. And I got stopped out here when I should still be in the trade, and it would have gone to my profit target. But now I just made like $5 because I moved my stop loss. And the issue with this is when we're in a trade and it's red, 100% of the time we're going to hit our stop loss. Or worse than that, okay, here. So 100% of the time we're going to hit here. And worse is some people go, oh shit, let me move this down because it's approaching my stop loss. And they still get stopped out, right? But when the trade is going in their favor, they go, this is so hard to do. It's annoying. Like, let's say they do this, right? And then they move their stop loss up to here. And then price does this. Right? So they get stopped out. They never, ever make it to their take profit level. But 100% of the time when they're wrong, it hits their stop loss fully, if not more, because they move their stop loss lower. Do not be this person. Real traders find their entry. They accept their risk. They say, oh, I'm potentially going to risk $100 to make $225. And if they lose 100, they're like, okay, whatever, next trade. If they make 225, they're like, okay, whatever, next trade. Notice there's no difference. There's no distinction between, oh, yay, I won, or oh, shit, I lost. No. I lost, whatever, next trade. I won, whatever, next trade. Boom, boom, boom. You just keep playing the levels over and over and over again. And mathematically, as long as you're right more than 34% of the time, risking 1 to make 2, you're making money. All right. Let's see. So Sam, again, the paper trading thing. I know people that can make millions paper trading and they can't make $5 with real money. You've got to get away from the paper trades. It's not helping you. Okay. What's red wine, Pavel? What do you serve with what? Shell. With chimichurri? So look here. Gosh. Chimichurri. I mean, if you guys have not had chimichurri, just go make it tonight. Like, you don't need much. Go to the grocery store. You need some, like, lemon juice, right? Or I guess this particular recipe doesn't have lemon juice. You need white wine vinegar. Most of this stuff you should have in your cabinet. Olive oil, white wine vinegar, a clove of garlic, sea salt, oregano, red pepper flakes, smoked paprika. If you guys don't have smoked paprika, I don't understand. You can just use regular paprika. And you put this on anything. So, like, if we go to images, where? Google. Bro, can you work? Look, over steak, right? Just, oh. You can put it on your vegetables. Like, you put it wherever you want. This stuff is amazing on salmon. It's amazing on steak. It's amazing on chicken. It's amazing on, I mean, what is this? Sweet potatoes with chimichurri. You just put it on anything you want to put it on, and you just became a chef. And it's not hard to make. Like, some sauces are crazy, right? Like you make a sauce that has like heavy cream in it, it's so easy to burn. Or like a sauce with butter and heavy cream, dude, you're flirting with like burning the crap out of it and making it taste like hell. But like you just put this on pork, on chicken, on vegetables, put it on your freaking potatoes, put it on your whole plate, right? Just everything that's on your plate, throw chimichurri on it and you're good. Like, you can't go wrong. I don't know what to tell you guys, but just throw it on freaking everything and it's so easy to make. Like, and afterwards you get tacos. And if you don't like tacos, I don't know what to tell you. If you have a taco, you probably like tacos too. It's freaking amazing. Like, you just can't go wrong. See, throw it on your tacos. After you make steak or chicken or pork or whatever and you put chimichurri on it, then put chimichurri on your tacos after you have your steaks, okay? Done. We're done. Okay, back to the chat. I don't even know where my chat is anymore. Okay, I found my chat. All right. Richelish. I hope I said your name right, dude. I'm with you. Sell off tomorrow. Yep. Yeah, vinegar. Pavel called me out. He's like, "Did you need vinegar?" Okay, yes. All right. No seeds, no stems, no sticks. That's right, David Ryan. Yep. Steak chimichurri. Nitro knows what's up. Whoa. I did mention it's my birthday month, right? You put some respect on my name. Put it in your meat banner. Oh, Shelly, you need help with salmon? I got you. Okay, look, check this out. If you can't cook salmon, I'll post the link to this. Actually, if you need help cooking proteins, meat, pork, whatever, we've talked about this before on my channel, but we're going to do it again right now. Wait. Actually, let's do it this way. So, like, you guys see that I'm not full of crap. Purchased July 2023. Oh, wait, that's vacuum sealer bags. Doesn't matter. Sous vide. Bro, chill. The one that I use is this right here. It's kind of like a bougie, I mean, a really bougie crock pot. And if you don't know what a sous vide is, basically sous vide, I'm not even saying it right because I don't like to pronounce French words French when I'm not speaking French, but it's pronounced sous vide, which means under vacuum. And you're cooking the meat under vacuum. So what you do, and I want to show your videos, but basically you put your protein into a vacuum sealed bag and then you throw it into a pot of water that has this stick in it, right? And the stick heats the water to a specific temperature. So like if you're trying to get a medium rare steak, it's like 134 degrees. It heats the water to 134 degrees, or I think it's 136. I don't know, right around there, right? And so the thing is like when we cook with like a pan or an oven, we're heating the pan or the oven up to like 350, 400 degrees, and we're trying to reach an internal temperature of 136 for that medium rare steak. You have to time it perfect. With a sous vide machine, you're heating the water to 136 to achieve an internal temperature of 136. And then this one, it's amazing because like it's Wi-Fi enabled. So like from your phone, you can literally turn this on. So like when I'm making a bougie meal and I'm busy and I'm like out about doing my day, I put everything into a vacuum sealed bag. I throw it in the water. I put my sous vide machine in the water. And then when I'm out and about and I'm like, okay, I want to eat in like 2 hours, I turn that fucker on. And you're never going to overcook the meat, but like you still don't want to leave it in that water for too long. So like you set it to the temperature. You kind of want to time it. It takes like an hour and a half to cook. So you give it like 2 hours. And then when you get home, your meat is cooked perfectly. The only issue is when you pull out, I don't know that I can show it, but when you pull out like a steak that's been cooked in sous vide, it looks like it's been boiled in water. But the thing is, it's been cooking its own juices, so it actually has more flavor. And then you take it from the vacuum sealed bag, you cut it open, and like you can put whatever you want in that vacuum sealed bag. So like if you want some butter with your steak with like some oregano and thyme and whatever else, you throw it all in that bag and all those flavors infuse, salt and pepper, and you just let it all marinate. And then when you come home, you cut the bag open and you throw it into a searing hot cast iron pan, and you get a nice crust on both sides. Actually, before when you take it out of the bag, you want to dry it off because you can't get a good crust on something that's wet. But anyway, dry it off really quick. Throw it in your cast iron pan. Boom, boom. You know, both sides for a couple of minutes. Perfectly medium rare in the middle. Nice crust on the outside. Throw that on a plate. I don't know. Slice it nicely. Put some chimichurri sauce on there. A baked potato. You know, slap some whatever. Sour cream and chives and cheddar, blah, 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 whatever. Da, 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 da. Get a chopped salad from your grocery store. Put that on the side. And your girl is going to think you just became a master chef overnight. And it's so simple. If you ever go to a really good French restaurant, this is how they're cooking their meats. They take this stupid little stick. They put it in the water. They throw a bunch of steaks in there in sealed bags so that the water can't get inside with whatever, butter, thyme, parsley, whatever, like the stuff, oregano, all that crap in the bag, some salt and pepper, and you just let it sit in there. And then when somebody orders a steak, you take it out and you just throw it in a pan for a couple, like 4 minutes, and it's perfect. So you have like one bucket full of medium rare steaks, one bucket full of rare steaks, one bucket full of medium well done, whatever. And you just pull your steaks out, boom, 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 throw them on your cast iron pan to get the crust on the outside, throw some chimichurri sauce on top, a baked potato, a salad, and you just became a chef. And it's simple. It's stupid. But anyway, what you do is you take your, and like, just to show that I'm not full of crap, if I go on my phone and I go to my apps, right? Somewhere under B, it's going to be hard for me to show it. There's Breville right there. I don't know if you guys can see this. I'm trying to turn my phone the right way. Breville, you click this, and then it opens up. You choose what you're cooking, right? And so, like, if you want is that chimichurri? I don't know. It might be chimichurri. But if you want salmon, you pick freaking seafood, right? And then you choose your salmon. Whoa, I'm off the screen. You choose your salmon, and then from there, you choose the temperature. Bro, can I click it? And it even shows you how it's going to look when you're done cooking it based on what temperature you select. And it'll tell you, like, here it's going to be soft, juicy, pink flesh. That sounds amazing. I love soft, juicy, pink flesh. If you go to medium, it's going to be pink, peachy flesh, which sounds amazing as well. And if you go to like well done 140, it'll be firm, light pink flesh, which sounds great as well. I'm good with all three. And you literally just pick your temperature, put it in your bag, throw some butter in there, salt and pepper, and put it in the water. And it'll tell you, like, in an hour or whatever the time is, depending on what you're doing, that it'll be done. And, like, literally with the salmon, you just heat up a pan and put it in there with a little bit of butter. And, like, literally you're just barely, like, grilling the outside. You have to carefully flip it because it's going to be really flaky and, like, falling apart and amazing because now you just became a chef. And it will be cooked perfectly every single freaking time. Here, I'll post a link for you guys to this machine because you want one. I mean, believe me, like, you might not want this brand, and that's cool. It's kind of on the more expensive end, where this one is connected to Wi-Fi, so, like, you can put everything in the water ready to go, and then like an hour or two before it's time for dinner, you just turn it on, and then when you get home, it's done and it's perfect. Um, and like that's how chefs do it. Like that's what we do. And then you guys think we're amazing, and like really we didn't do much about anything. Emily, yes, we talked about ABBV. It's gonna dump. Um, Huge thanks to Gigi. Thank you. Appreciate the happy birthday wishes. Gage, that's awesome. I'm happy for you, bro. Happy birthday, Corey. See, that's a good dude. And right, like Corey, you don't have a birthday month. Only I can have a birthday month. If you have a birthday month, then I become a birthday year. Just FYI. Thank you, Gage. Let's see. What's up, Nora? Yeah. 602 Santana, there's no way for me to answer that. Like, the cheaper contracts are going to pay you better, but if you're wrong, they're going to take all your money. More expensive contracts, where you're like, you have days until expiration, you're not going to lose as much money like to Theta and stuff like that. So, very difficult for me to answer your question. The safer answer is to get contracts like a little bit out, like days wise. They're going to be more expensive. You're not going to get as destroyed with Theta with like cheaper 0-day contracts. Yeah. Sam, I have videos on futures. You should go watch them. Shelly, let me know when you make the chimichurri sauce. Except, see, you're doing it wrong. Your man's supposed to make it for you. And if you don't have a man, I'll come over and do it for you, okay? My wife will kill me. See, Britt Brat knows what's up. Love me some chimichurri. TS is right. Futures is where the real heat is at. Nice. Britt Brat is going to make some tomorrow. Shelly, like literally your mind is going to be blown. The first time you make chimichurri, like the first time I made my wife chimichurri, like I couldn't make enough of it for her. Like she's like, you need to make this every day, put it on everything, put it on my pillow, like everywhere. Chimichurri. Brit Brat, so what I do for the bags, you can just use a Ziploc bag. So I don't know how to explain it, but like if you put meat inside of a Ziploc bag and you lower it down into water, it will push the water, it'll push the air out of the Ziploc bag. And then when the zipper on the Ziploc bag is at the top of the water line, you just close it, right? I don't do that way. What I do is I have a, what's it called? I have a vacuum machine. They're not expensive. So I use a vacuum sealer. I can probably link you guys the exact one that I use. Like there's some really good ones. There's some really inexpensive ones. Let me find the one that I use for you guys. Let's see. Oh wait, that's not. Why? You're weird, bro. I guess I searched in the wrong area. Oh, I gotta go to the bathroom. All right. So this is the vacuum sealer that I use. Nothing crazy. I'll link it for you guys. And then you can get rolls of bags that basically like you cut to your own size. Okay, I've got to go to the bathroom. That's the link for the vacuum sealer. I'll be right back. I'm sorry. I feel like a new man. Okay. And then, so the vacuum sealer, and then you just get rolls of... You could just get rolls of bags, right? So, like, these, it comes in a roll, right? I don't know. I can link you guys the exact one that I bought. But basically, you just cut them to size, right? So if you're cooking something bigger, then you make a bigger bag. If you're cooking something smaller, then you make a smaller bag. And it's not showing me the one that I bought. Anyway, so I'm trying to find one that's like not crazy expensive, or that's a good value, basically. So this right here, I'll just link it for you guys. But you just get these rolls, right? And you cut them to size, and then you seal one end, put your meat inside, and then seal the other end and vacuum out the air. That will take care of what you need. But like, sous vide machine is where it's at. If you want to become like an overnight chef and you don't know how to cook, all of a sudden everybody's going to wonder how you learned how to cook meat perfectly. Okay. Let's see. Just Google, freaking go to YouTube, right? And then look up how to sous vide, and it'll teach you. You could sous vide everything. They made a perfect, what's it called? I don't know why I can't English, but where you put an egg in a pot of boiling water with vinegar. What the hell is it called? Anyway, it's right here. Like, you just can't go wrong. Like, you literally just put your meat in a bag with like a slab of butter and some thyme, parsley, whatever, oregano, whatever makes you happy, salt and pepper, and then it comes out like this. And that's if you like medium rare. If you don't like medium rare, then cook it to whatever temperature you like it. But like, most people can't cook whatever this is, like a 2-inch thick, why can't I English? I can't think of the name of the steak, but that steak. This is a hard steak to cook because it doesn't have a lot of fat, right? And fat is what gives you the flavor and keeps the steak juicy. But you sous vide one of those, like, it's still juicy. Filet mignon. God, I can't. I'm like, ugh. So, like, most people cannot cook a 2-inch thick filet mignon because what ends up happening is, like, the outside's cooked and the inside is rare, right? Or raw. And this is how your meat will turn out. And then this is what I was talking to. I mean, like, dude, why can't I think of this guy's name? Bro. I'll link this to you guys because he's a stud. Why can't I think of his name? Anyway, very famous, like, professional chef. He teaches you how to sous vide. And it's just simple. Like, yeah. All right. What's the mountain called? One Pier. You're going to have to be more specific about what you're asking about. What's a funny mountain? Oh, you guys are telling... You guys are telling a joke because I was in the bathroom? That's funny. Richelish, I said ABBV to 176. Shelly, have your husband hit me up. I got you. But see, like, Alan is saying a steak with chimichurri, garlic, Parmesan cheese, and truffle fries. How are you cooking those truffle fries? That's what I want to know. Because most people can't cook fries for shit. So, yeah, you got to tell me. How are you cooking the fries? I'll tell you right now, right? So, when you cook, like, you know how people get those, like, those potatoes that have like that crunchiness to it, or like you have fries that are like super crispy and they have texture on the outside? What they're doing is they're actually overcooking the potato, right? They're boiling the potato to the point that it's almost falling apart. And that's what causes the texture on the outside. That's what causes the crispiness on the outside. And so when you take a potato, oh, I gotta go. Shorty's about to go live. Anyway, and you cook it too much, and then you shake it in the pot, like after you pour out the water, and it gets all frayed or whatever on the outside, and then you deep fry that crap. That's when you get that good crunch, that crisp. Shorty's gonna be live in a second. I'll see you guys then. Much love. Peace out.